The last thing you want to hear when you need your auto insurance most is a robot with countless irrelevant menu options. Which is why with USAA Auto Insurance, you'll get great service that is easy and reliable, all at the touch of a button. Get a quote today. Restrictions apply.
This message is brought to you by Abercrombie Kids, where the activewear is made for every summer activity, so your mini-me can bring their personal best. Summer days are always an adventure, from day camp to rec leagues and pool days. Abercrombie Kids has the shorts, tees, and swim to keep them comfy and keep up with them. Get everything for the entire summer at Abercrombie Kids. Shop in-store, online, or in the app.
1, 2, 3, 4. Monster movie.
Fun time, go! Monster movie.
Fun time, go. Monster
Movie.
Fun time.
Go!
Monster movie. Fun time, go.
With Precious D and Honeybee.
Fun time, go!
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and neighbors, welcome to Monster Movie Fun Time Go. I am one of your hosts, Precious D.
And I am the other one of your hosts, Honeybee.
Honeybee and I are two best friends making our way through the history of kaiju movies. We started in 1933 with King Kong, and today we are up to the year 2017. And another one of these things from the goddamn Asylum. 5-headed shark attack.
5. Are you thinking, what? We had 2, we had 3,
Yep.
now 5? Well, just buckle up, Buttercup, because things are about to get fucking weird.
Yeah, because we start the movie with 4 shark heads. But by the end of the movie, there are 5.
I don't want to, I don't know if it's I feel bad for spoilers, but I want to tell you what I think this movie should be called.
What's that?
But it's a little bit of a spoiler. It is Butt Shark and his 4 friends.
Yeah, it's crazy. Of course, it is followed by a 6-headed shark attack. And I heard rumor that they were going to do 12-headed or 20-headed or something ridiculous. They're just going to jump way ahead. Oh, my God.
Oh, my gosh.
It is 90 minutes in color in English from the Asylum and the Sci-Fi Channel. The director is Nico De Leon. And the cast is Chris Bruno as Red, experienced fisherman, shark hunter, and diver. Now, Chris has a link on his name, so who the fuck is he? Nobody.
I'll tell you who he is.
He's
the guy that's a fuck up, but he's the one for the job.
He had a part as the sheriff on the Dead Zone, and that's about it. Nikki Howard as Dr. Angie Yost, marine biologist at the Puerto Rico Aquarium. Jeffrey Holzman as Thaddeus Marshall. Lindsay Sawyer as Kate. Chris Costanzo as Ram. Amanda Mendez as Kathy Thomas. Nicholas Neen as Chief Sterling. Yanoli Colin as Deputy Angie Black. George Navarro as Sean. Michelle Cortez as Lindsay. Ian Daryuk as Juan. That may actually be Jorge Navarro, but never mind. Lorna Hernandez as Julia Radamzes. Medina as the photographer. Stephanie Cruz as model. Brent Roski as Captain Jack Morgan. Honeybee, what are your initial thoughts and feelings on 5-headed shark attack?
Well, I'm not gonna lie, this design of Butt Shark kind of made me a little happy. It was hilarious. And also, I feel like there's a few actors in this movie that the Asylum just doesn't deserve. They're way too good to be in this movie. The lady scientist, Doctor, she was really good. And then the police guy, there were points where he was really filling it. And I was like, damn, he really believes Butt Shark. Okay, I hope these people went on to be actors in better things because I feel like they really do have, a little bit of talent. Not to say
Well,
that other people who have been in Asylum movies don't have talent, but I think you know what I mean if you see
only
these films.
yeah, only one of them has a Wikipedia page. Maybe I'm sure they all have IMDb pages, but I can't be bothered. Here's our plot from Wikipedia. Thank you, Wikipedia. Off Isla Palomino, Puerto Rico, 2 photographers and 4 models are mid photo shooting on a yacht and in the water when a shark's dorsal fin breaches the sea's surface nearby. And I was really bothered by the bathing suits.
Why? What do you mean?
They just all looked, uh, several of them looked like they didn't really match properly. One of them, the black one, looked like it matched, but the other one looked like they just grabbed random pieces out of the box and didn't bother. It's a photo shoot. It's not just kids hanging out. It's a photo shoot, and they looked like they were wearing mismatched bikinis, and that bugged me.
Didn't even notice.
Yeah.
My first note is, how different can we make this film? Well, we got a normal shark to start, and I couldn't even finish the note. I said, oh, never mind. Because we get like a normal shark and it's just like swimming. I was like, all right, we're gonna get, and then 4-headed shark just comes and eats him, and I was like, well, all right. And you know what's funny about 4-headed shark is that the way it moves when it like shows it from behind, it kind of looks like a shark hand, and each head is like a little finger, and it's just hilarious.
They begin photographing the shark, not realizing it is swimming towards them until it is too late, and a massive 4-headed shark bursts from the water. But yeah, they start. It's a regular shark, and then the 4-headed shark eats it. Anyway, it bursts from the water, devouring everyone on board the yacht. Puerto Rican Police Captain Sterling and his deputy Black, and later report to the yacht, board it, and find the passengers missing. On the photographer's camera, the officers find blurry images of the 4-headed shark as it is about to eat the passengers. Jesus. Captain Sterling and Black seek the advice of Dr. Angie Yost, a marine biologist from the Puerto Rico Aquarium.
This is the girl that I think is a little too good for this movie.
Yeah. Yost is pressured by the aquarium's owner, Thaddeus Marshall, to lie and say the photos are likely a distortion and that the creature does not exist. Marshall requires Yost and her interns, Lindsay, Kate, Ram, and Sean, to embark with him on the aquarium's boat, as Marshall intends to catch the shark before it is discovered and put it in a new aquarium exhibit. Dumbass.
I like to call this guy Dr. Douche Canoe.
Yeah, he's terrible. Well, he learns his lesson at the end.
He kind of tries to, he kind of tries to like, which I didn't think was genuine, but then it turns out that it was, and I was like, oh, okay. But, he's a fucking douchebag. Also, when the policia go and show the pictures, and they're like, 6 people are missing, and then they show them a picture of the shark, and they're like, no, that can't be real. And then they're like, I wonder what happened to him. And I'm like, what the fuck? What do you mean? You're looking right at the fucking picture.
Right.
Take a guess.
At some point during this, they pull out that same old picture of the actual 2-headed shark that didn't survive infancy. And they're like, yeah, see, this happens, but they usually die right away. Let's see. They're successful in luring the shark to their location, although Sean is knocked overboard and eaten. They return to the mainland and report Sean's death to Captain Sterling and Deputy Black, who debate closing the beaches. But we can't do that.
Yeah, I love this part. I love that so much. It's like, 7 people have died. What should we do? And one of them's like, let's shut it down. And the other one's like, no, we can't. Let's just put a warning sign.
Warning shark.
God damn it.
The shark sinks a small fishing boat and feeds on the fishermen, then finds some divers and quickly makes a meal of them. Because one thing we know about multi-headed sharks, they are insatiable, constantly hungry, always hungry. I also noticed at several points in the film, people just said it had multiple heads. And I'm like, were they not sure how many heads this shark was going to have when they were making this?
I mean, it's hard to see 4 heads when they're all trying to snap.
Just say multiple. We'll work it out in post-production. Let's see.
I think it's funny in shark movies, but especially one where the shark has 4 heads, that they like the way they growl. And look, I'm sure that sharks make some sort of noise, but most of them like click. They like click their teeth, they like snap. It's like a snap sound. And they move their gills, which kind of makes, like a sound. And apparently they sort of grunt during mating season, but to actually growl just cracks me up. It's just so funny to just hear these like growls like coming from this like 4-headed shark underwater. It makes me laugh every single time.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Marshall has convinced Dr. Yost to contact a local fisherman experienced in shark hunting named Red, an old flame of Yost's, to help them catch the shark.
The fuck up, that's the only one for the job.
There's a point later when someone's like, so why are you called Red? I'm like, it's a little late for that question. It should have been much earlier, not while you're have already watched multiple people die. It just didn't seem like something to be concerned with at that moment.
Yeah, but it kind of sounds like he's making it up though, because at one point Kate is like, have you ever lost someone to a shark? And he's like, yeah. And he starts telling this story, right? And then like when they're saying, oh, so why do they call you Red? He starts telling a very similar story, but with different details. And I was like, oh my God, this is his go-to story for everything. You could ask him anything, and he's going to turn this exact story into something that will fit for your question.
Right. Red agrees to Marshall's offer of double pay, and the three of them set sail along with Lindsay, Ram, and Kate. They lure the shark to the bay using sonar, and an officer is eaten. The shark then knocks Lindsay off Red's boat and eats her. Red shoots the shark with a sonar harpoon, and it flees. The shark mutates for no apparent reason. And just like all these other movies, they don't tell us why it's a 4-headed shark to begin with. It just is. But it mutates, its tail grows a mouth and becomes a 5th head. Jesus.
Yeah, a butt shark.
Red returns to shore, and they meet up with Sterling and Black. But the thing is that the tail mutating is completely unnecessary. I mean, we had 2-headed, 3-headed. Sure, we do 4-headed next, and it doesn't affect the story in any way for him to grow a new head halfway through the movie. So I don't.
It's the only good thing about it. So shut your.
Switch to Verizon Business and get more from your internet without paying more for your internet. Get LTE Business Internet starting at $39 a month when paired with select business mobile plans. That's unlimited data, and with it, unlimited possibilities. Start saving today with Verizon Business, ranked #1 in small business internet customer satisfaction by J.D. Power. Starting price for 25 megabits per second LTE internet plan with smartphone plan savings, plus taxes, fees, and economic adjustment charge. Terms apply. For J.D. Power 2024 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
I think you're on mute.
Workday starting to sound the same?
I think you're on mute.
Find something that sounds better for your career on LinkedIn. With LinkedIn Job Collections, you can browse curated collections by relevant industries and benefits, like flex PTO or hybrid workplaces, so you can find the right job for you. Get started at linkedin.com/jobs. Finding where you fit. LinkedIn knows how.
Okay, I'll shut your web mouth. Playa Avinos, a surfing competition is about to start. The 5-headed shark appears and eats several surfers, injuring others. Red and Yost's crew, along with the police, go to the beach and resolve to use...
Get out of the water!
Shark! And resolve to use recorded dolphin calls to scare the shark to a specific area and then use dynamite to kill the shark. Captain Sterling and Black follow Red's boat out to sea on their own police boat. Red and Yost are able to attract the shark and use the dolphin recordings, which cause it to attack the police boat's propellers and eat Deputy Black. This shark bites two different. They just reuse the same shot. I'm certain.
Yeah.
Twice it attacks a boat's propeller and leaves it crippled. I mean, it worked once, so why not do it again?
By the way, when we get to this dolphin shit, there's still 30 minutes left of this movie.
So Deputy Black gets eaten. Red and Yost drop the dynamite in the chum-filled water, but the five-headed shark does not eat it. Why would he? And the single-headed shark instead swallows it, absorbing the blast.
Okay, and then hold on. There's this part where they're like on the boat and they're like doing the dolphin shit, and the Red, he's like, after he's like, I lost, back in 1997, I lost someone to a shark. He's like, he's getting some bait, and they're like, what is that? And he's like, it's mammal fat. And then he looks at Yo, and he's like, ain't that right, Sweet Pea? Or he's like, this is what attracts them, ain't that right? So like, I don't get the joke. Like, why did he say that to her? Is this a dick joke? He's like, it's mammal fat. It's what attracts them, ain't that right, Sweet Pea? Gross.
You know what I'm talking about. She knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I'm like, what are you talking about?
And he calls her things like that several times throughout the movie, and I would be like, "That's Dr. Sweet Pea to you."
Yeah, for real.
Let's see. So it blows up a regular shark. The shark feeds on the remains and then attacks the boat, knocking Kate off. Ram jumps in and saves her, and Marshall shoots the shark with a harpoon. The five-headed shark turns away, and the rope attached to the harpoon wraps around Marshall's leg and pulls him into the water where the shark eats him. So he has a whole thing where his come-to-Jesus moment where he's like, I shouldn't have done this. This is all my fault. Because there's been a couple times earlier on, like, this is your fault they died. And like, they volunteered. They knew what they were doing. Like, they did not volunteer. You coerced them.
They wanted it as much as I did. And
like,
and they're like, no, you forced us.
And so then he realizes, I fucked up. I'm sorry. This is all my fault. But I'm going to fix this problem. And then he gets eaten.
Yeah, which honestly, when he did get eaten, I cheered. Because even though he had like found his humanity, I gave zero fucks. Feed the shark butt.
Needing rescue, they radio for an airlift. The helicopter arrives shortly after, but the five-headed shark bursts from the water and destroys the transport before it can reach the boat.
Yeah! Best part of these movies. And Two-Headed Shark, when they took off the plane, or I don't even think that was like, I don't even know what that was. But then the next one, they were about to take out the plane, but then something happened. And then this one, the helicopter, as soon as I saw the helicopter, I was like, oh shit, are we going to get a helicopter moment? And we sure as fuck did. Four-headed or five-headed shark just jumps out of the water and takes the helicopter down to the bottom of the ocean. And I was like, yes. This has completed this movie for me. And then guess what? No. Was it complete? Absolutely not. There was still 11 minutes left of this movie.
The helicopter sinks after crashing into the sea and takes the shark with it, pinning it to the seabed temporarily. Red grabs several depth charges he has stored on his boat, like you do, along with a massive fishing hook, which he fastens to the depth charges. When the shark manages to free itself, it attacks the boat, but Red jumps overboard with the hook and explosives and stabs the hook into the back of the shark.
Yeah, not Red just straight wrangling the shark, like just riding his ass underwater.
Yeah. The five-headed shark swims away from the ship and is blown up off screen. Red emerges from the water and Yost helps him up. Yeah, they're all like, oh no, Red. And then, of course, the hand comes up over the side. The four survivors rejoice.
And then what does Red say as soon as he gets out of the water? He says, do you want to get married? And Yost says, you'll have to go vegan.
Yeah. Ugh.
Like,
Jesus.
oh God. Feed me to the shark.
You should have said, well, never mind then. I mean, what if he had said, you'll have to start eating meat again? It's just, it's not.
I'm not gonna lie though. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say one of my favorite parts is one of the time, I can't remember who the shark is eating, but one of the front heads has it and then sort of tosses one, like they've eaten several people, I think, and they toss a tidbit back to the tail head. Just like, there you go. I'm like, isn't it? It's all going to the same stomach, but I guess they just need the taste of it.
And where does it poo?
Well, but it doesn't. You kept saying headbutt, but it grew out of its tail. The butt is going to be a little further
it's
up.
Its butt.
The anus is not at the tip. It's not at the very tip of the tail.
Its anus is its gills at the. It is butt shark. You cannot convince me otherwise. Butt shark is butt shark, and honestly, this is the best. I don't know, multiple-headed shark attack movie that we've seen, and it is strictly for butt shark.
I was gonna say it was the worst for the same reason, but there you go. Different strokes for different folks. Honeybee.
Gosh, I think the last movie was so much worse than this one.
Honeybee, what are you gonna rate?
Not the last movie, but the last shark movie.
Yeah. Well, the last movie is definitely worse than this one.
Oh God, the last movie. We can't even talk about it because. Oh, there was even a point in this movie where the guy says, what did he say? He's like something about water sports, and I literally was like so traumatized from the last movie that the words water sports like made me wince.
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh no.
He
was
meant
talking about.
Yes, he meant it literally. There was no innuendo intended, no irony.
Yeah, but the last movie. Okay, I think I'm going to give this. Man, I really don't fucking know. I enjoyed it more than I enjoyed the other ones. I thought this was the best one. I thought it had the best actors in it, and I don't know, man. I still don't think it's a great movie. I guess it's a 3, a 2. Oof. I guess it's a 2, but I did like it more than the other ones.
I'm giving it a 1. It is not good. I did not enjoy it.
Yeah. I'm gonna say 2, and I really enjoyed Shark Butt. Butt Shark.
Next week.
Shark Butt. Ooh, aha.
Next week, a movie that angered geeks everywhere. Power Rangers.
Uh-oh.
The 2017 Power Rangers movie. I just say angered geeks because, whenever you fuck around with childhood stuff like that and are not 100% true to it, people get mad. I didn't give a shit, but I'm pretty sure there were people that were unhappy.
I am excited, and you can't stop me, angry geeks out there.
It is available to watch on Netflix. So there you go, folks. That is going to wrap it up for this week. Remember to come out and join us on August 16th at Kaiju Go, a Japanese movie, art, and toy show in Dallas, Texas at the historic Texas Theater. KaijuGo.com has all the details. We are sponsors. We will be there live and in person waiting to meet you. So please come on out. And if you enjoy what we're doing here at all, please like and subscribe and rate and review. And check out our Patreon. We'll be recording another Planet of the Apes movie soon. And that will wrap it up for today. Until next time, I have been Precious D.
And I have been Honeybee.
Remember to keep calm and take shelter in basements.
And please, don't misuse science.
We won't see you, but you will hear us next time on Monster Movie Fun Time Go. You've been listening to Monster Movie Fun Time Go, If you enjoyed the show, please consider rating and reviewing us on your podcasting platform of choice. You can leave us a message and find links to all our things at mmftg.com.
Don't I know?